Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making it mark. Hard way wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling, where we can honestly and most confidently say to you, fuck them kids. That's right. Wow, what a week, boys. What a weekend of wrestling. I wasn't going to say that. You brought that up. I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say break a wish. I wasn't going to say that. You brought that up. But what's Owen Matters in the house? What an amazing weekend of wrestling. Now, we have been complaining over the last couple of weeks about how WrestleMania was going to be a snooze fest. And boy,
Not anymore.
Triple H balled up his hand and he took it and just rammed it right up right now. So now we are Triple H's puppets, just like what's her name on the AEW. They got me, buddies. They got me. They hooked me. They got me. So we're gonna talk about Elimination Chamber. We're gonna talk about Raw, but we're gonna hit Elimination Chamber first. Gentlemen, reaction. Just give me your reaction, Rob. Your reaction to when Cena kicked Cody right in his man parts.
It was a surprise. It definitely was. But I tell you, back in the Rumble, I believe he said something. It was. He said something back at the Rumble, if I remember correctly, about having somebody on the board. Does anybody remember that?
Who, Cena?
No, I don't.
Yeah, when he was doing his
I vaguely remember that.
Here it is. Here it is.
Show.
Okay.
Here it is. He's got somebody on the board for sure.
To get into the chamber.
Yeah. Ricky, what was your reaction?
I mean, just to finally live it and see it was amazing. Like, we've been calling for this for 20 years now, for Cena to finally turn heel. And it finally happened.
22 years. Like, the reason to me it's interesting.
Damn enough.
Yeah, right.
You guys are going to be so disappointed come Friday.
No more hustle, loyalty, and respect. It's now fuck them kids.
Yeah. T-Bone, what was your reaction?
He said, "Fuck them kids." Rob went unhinged and went upstairs and went off on his.
There's no more Cena, no more hustle, no more loyalty, no more respect. Kids get in bed or I'll whip that ass. T-Bone, give us your reaction to Cena.
I didn't see it actually coming. I didn't think John would ever turn heel. That was a surprise. But as the moment was happening, I look over at my wife. I was like, he's about to hit Cody.
Something's about to happen.
Yeah, something's about to go down. And then boom, pow, kick my balls.
He said, watch this. Moxley's coming. Moxley's coming.
I didn't have enough turtle lettuce to say that.
So I had said a couple episodes ago that this would be amazing, that we would get the John Cena heel turn that we've been waiting for a long time. This felt like a good moment to do it. And boy, I'd been going all day. I'd had 2 shows. T-Bone knows T-Bone and Scotty and I were together a good bit of the weekend, or a good bit of Saturday. And I left at intermission at the last Voltage show and just got home in time to watch the end of the chamber and realized my pick Drew was not there. Or Drew was gone already. So Drew was gone. So I was like, oh no, I got one wrong, right? I got one in the got running the projection challenge wrong. And then, of course, then we get our Seth Rollins, curb stomp to CM Punk. Then we get the quick pin, which was right there was kind of
It
like,
wasn't a
you know,
quick pin. He passed out from the STF.
well, I
Yeah.
mean, he was the opportunity was there for
Oh,
Cena.
yeah.
He did not even hesitate to take that opportunity
Mm.
to put him in SDF, and then magic happened. You know, Cody's music hits. He comes down to congratulate John Cena. Then the Rock's music hits, the terrible version of the Rock's music with the New Orleans stuff in it. Get out of here. And this little scrawny kid, I would have rather been Speed.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'd have rather
It was
been
close. It
anybody
was in the
else.
same pharmaceutical.
Did you guys know who it was? Did you guys know who it was when he came out?
No,
No,
I knew
Yeah, 'cause
who
they
he
put
was
his
only
name up on the
because
screen.
I
I thought
I
it was
knew
Make a
who
Wish kid.
I
It
knew
sort of
who
was.
I knew who he was only because the people in the room with me were like, "Why is Travis Scott here?" I'm like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" He's like, "Oh, this is some famous rapper." I'm like, "Okay." I had no idea who it was unless the guys in the room were just telling, "Oh yeah, it's
why
Travis
not?
Scott."
Hey, why
Rock
didn't
said
The
he had a
Rock bring
contact high
Tupac?
all day.
You think the Rock's got Tupac hidden somewhere?
I think he should have came out with Tupac. If he's gonna come out with any rapper, why not come out with the best?
Yeah, I get because he's dead. So Rock gets
Allegedly.
Yeah, you're right. Right.
Yeah, allegedly, just like allegedly, Dean Ambrose is coming back to the WWE. Sure.
So Austin saying don't disrespect Travis Scott. You know why you don't want to disrespect Travis Scott? Because
He'll
he might
punch your
literally punch
eardrum
you
out.
right in the face. So
He
The
was
Rock
too
comes
high.
out.
He's too high for that. He literally
What
coming
was
out.
Travis Scott doing? Was he burning incense? It looked like he was burning
Sage.
incense.
Rock
then he
said he
was
had a
smoking
contact
it?
high all weekend.
Oh, The Rock said that. I believe it because he was burning incense and he was smoking it at the same time. Like he was like tweaking. I think he was definitely whatever he was smoking. It was thick stuff because he was tweaking. That whole time he was.
I don't think he knew where the heck he was the whole time he was doing it. He was just like,
He thought he was at Tony Khan's house.
He really does think he is the hardcore champion with as hard as he hit Cody in the face.
Yeah.
Somebody should probably let him in, give him the Iggy on wrestling because
Yeah, something.
his first real punch in the ring was a tater.
I would have rather him brought
And a
Snoop
hat.
Dogg out to get a second showing of his people's elbow.
Yeah. So Rock gets in the ring, puts his arms out to Cody. Cody says, "I've given
Go fuck yourself.
my soul is not mine. My soul is this ring. My soul is these fans." And Rock, go fuck yourself. And the fucking crowd went crazy. John Cena's losing his fucking mind. He's going crazy, which honestly, that was amazing. Like, it was like, okay, I see it. Like, Cena's on board here. And then it just lingers. When things linger, actually, we had a spot over the weekend that lingered. And in my mind, it's not crazy. Just like the scene, it just lingered. Like, it's giving it away. It's starting to give it away. Cena turns, they go to hug, and then you get the Ernest P. Worley. I just see you. If he'd have done that, I'd have died. And then we get the kick in the balls, and then they beat his ass. Pretty good, boy. Beat that boy's ass. So
Yeah.
I lost my ever loving mind.
I think we all did.
Yeah, I FaceTimed the whole group. Couldn't hear a word you were saying because I was screaming, "This is the greatest day of my life."
Well, it's funny.
While
Rob and I
across
were holding
the world-
phones, and we could hear Steve more than the both of us.
Yeah.
Across the world, there are kids crying and women,
Yeah.
women,
People throwing out their Cena stuff.
rethinking, and the men looking at the women like, I don't have to respect you no more. The world has changed in the past 72 hours, boys.
Oh my god.
84, where we're at right now. So, is this the greatest heel turn in WWE history?
This is on the same parallel as Hulk Hogan
I was
being
getting ready
the,
to say that, Ricky.
being the third man for the NWO.
Mhm.
Because he
I was
was
getting
the
ready to say it.
big American icon. He was always the hero, always the kid's hero, and he basically turns around and sticks the birds right in their face. And this is the same thing.
But this felt way better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Hogan was
Satisfying.
you always heard stories about Hogan. It's not going to work for me, brother. You never hear that. This fucker spoiled it for me. Yeah, because I had Austin up and he was like, kayfabe, brother, kayfabe. He didn't even watch it yet. With Hogan, you always heard the stories about it's not going to work for me, brother, and he wasn't going to go into business. He was going to do whatever. Hogan was going to get it. Hogan's got to pose. He's gonna narc on Jesse Ventura for starting to start a union. Right? It was shit like that over the years. Not John Cena. The people loved and hated John Cena, but majority of people love John Cena. Not so much me, but now John Cena's above Ric Flair to me.
So apparently, from what I read, Travis Scott is supposed to be making Thena's new theme music. for
I
his entrance.
cannot wait till Friday to
And,
hear that, and I will be
apparently-
downloading that bitch.
And apparently, Ric Flair's in training to come stop Cena from breaking his record. He said, "I'm going to put them blood thinners away, and we're going to go."
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get all these strokes,
my
these
God.
strokes and heart attacks out of the way before I get in the ring. Stip me up, boys. Stip me up. So do you guys? I know this is probably pretty shocking to a lot of people. Is there any other besides this heel turn and then Hogan's heel turn? Are there any other shocking moments? It's really like certainly. I mean, we caught it. We talked about it. It's not. We call a lot of things. We're not 100%. Ricky most of the time is. Scott's always wrong. And until John Moxley comes back, we don't even care what
I had a perfect card until I woke up and I was like, you know what? Cena's not winning this. Cena's not winning this. CM Punk.
Excuse me.
Shouldn't have changed it.
Yeah. Are there any other shocking moments? Like, Rob, can you remember any other time that you were like mouth wide open?
Going nuts, absolutely nuts. Probably when, what was it? When Jericho won the Undisputed Championship,
God, you love Jericho.
both titles. Yes, that was awesome. To beat Stone Cold and Rock the same night at that time, that unprecedented.
Yeah.
Good point.
Scotty got one.
I mean, going absolutely nuts, like in my view, was the night that Austin and McMahon shook hands at WrestleMania 17. Because I'm like flipping out. Because I'm like, why, Austin? Why you shaking the hand of the man that tormented your life for all those years and stuff like that? Like, that kind of turn was just like, what the fuck? Well, excuse me, what the heck? Like, I guess we've lost our PG rating.
That went out the window a long time ago.
We lost that a long time ago.
T-Bone, give us one.
All right. Well, in my opinion, like there's pivotal moments in wrestling history, like WrestleMania 3, Hogan slamming Andre. That's a pivotal moment in wrestling because that's when pretty much it exploded. Then you got the NWO thing with Hogan. You got Austin doing the Stone Cold Stunner to McMahon. That was a pivotal moment in the Monday Night Wars. And now this feels like a pivotal moment right up there with Hogan turning to NWO. I got to rank it up there with that. And I don't know. I'm excited to see where they go with it.
Ricky, you got one here?
I'm going to agree with Randy in the chat. When Shawn Michaels turned on Jannetty back in,
that was a good one.
I was a kid. I
Mhm.
was a big Rockers fan, and that one just completely like blew my mind.
Yep.
Austin says when the Hardys returned to WrestleMania, we knew they were coming back because they were on that belt collecting thing, and then they were dropping all the belts, so we knew they were coming back. I did. The one that got me that I do love that Hardy pop. The one that got me is when I actually got back into watching wrestling. Probably 12 years ago, 15 years ago now, whatever it was. When the streak was broke. How long ago was that? 10 years ago? How long ago was that?
It's got to be at least 12.
Yeah, I know it's been a while,
Wow.
but when Brock broke the streak, broke undefeated
Yeah.
streak, my
Yeah.
mouth hit the floor. Probably because I was, it was midnight when it happened, and I was tired. Absolutely stunning. So, not as stunning as Adam Armstrong, but it was absolutely. All right, well, let's talk about these matches real quick for Elimination Chamber. Then going into some Raw.
Yes, sir. So they started the night with the women's elimination chamber. Surprise, surprise.
Mhm.
And before the bell even rung, we finally got the return of Jade Cargill, and
Mhm.
she mopped the fucking chamber with Naomi. Thank God, and the crowd was loving it. They were so glad she was gone.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
tell-
Here's
Go ahead.
here's a question for you guys. And this is something that I discussed with my crew that I was watching the chamber with. Like, so they did the precedent of Edge years ago. He beat somebody up on the outside. I don't even remember who it was, but he beat somebody up on the outside of the ring and took their spot in the chamber.
It was Kofi, I think.
Was it
Mhm,
Kofi? Okay. What would you guys have thought if Jade eliminated Naomi and then came in, like, took her spot in the chamber match?
I've
What would
been
you
okay
guys?
with that.
I'd have been
Yeah.
good with that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
just
to
I was
have her-
hoping they were. I was
unless
Go
unless
ahead.
they were going to have her win it, then there would have been no point in having her take Naomi's spot.
True, but I still think it would have been interesting to have her still be a part of it. You know, you take somebody out, you take their spot. You know, I don't know. I thought it would have been a good homecoming for her, so to speak. You know, she comes back after being off for a while. You know, she goes right into the chamber match after taking Naomi out. I thought it would have been cool, but you know, what do I know?
I would have hoped our truth would have came out, and then when they shut the chamber, he would try climbing the chamber, looking for a way to escape it, like he was in a regular cage match.
Ricky's always looking for our truth to do something. He doesn't even like wrestling. He just likes our truth.
Because he's a great comedy act.
Can you imagine? Besides Moolah beating the girl she used to bring around, can you remember any time that a woman has taken that bad of a beating at all?
No.
Like Jade absolutely mollywopped her.
When
I
Stone Cold
missed
and
it.
Triple H
Sorry.
beat the shit out of the Hardys and Lita, and they
yes,
destroyed her with the chair.
yes.
Was it that bad? I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. I missed that part of the chamber.
It was pretty rough. Like it
They
was.
beat
She
the
beat the
absolute
absolute
dog shit out of
she
her.
beat the brakes
Well-
off of her. She kicked her. She did that little pump kick thing she did, and actually looked good. Usually she must have been doing some training while she was going, but it usually doesn't look that great. But she pump kicked her right into the plexiglass. I don't know how many times the lights were falling down, hitting them in the head, and like it was pretty brutal. And then
I was waiting.
And
and
props to
landed on her.
Bianca for her reactions.
That was
Yeah.
the best part of Bianca is, and we're gonna get to this. Bianca's reaction to this whole thing, the blood curling screaming, and I mean, props to Bianca Belair.
Yeah.
Not fuck Bianca.
She just entered my top 10 of the power ranking.
Oh, she just got the okay. All right, repower ranking.
She is in. She is in, and Mariah May is out. There we go.
So Naomi got the Tozawa treatment.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did. She did. So Liv basically got to stand around, and Liv had great reactions to the start of that match, thinking that she was going to get absolutely destroyed,
She thought she was done.
and that she was sitting on the outside of Bianca's pod laughing in her face.
Liv moved to number one for me, by the way. Liv has moved to number one.
I love Liv. Yeah.
I live.
Yeah.
love.
She's good. She's good.
Live, laugh, love.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't get the damn details of the page to open all the way up. So for whatever reason, that's not working on my phone right now.
No worries.
So Bianca wins this match. We kind of all saw this happening. Bliss had a very good showing. came down to Bianca and Liv. Liv got the absolute crap beat out of her. That hair whip on the top of the pod sounded like a shotgun blast.
Yeah. Woo.
Are you talking about the upside down hair whip or the other one?
No, the one on top of the pod. I know where you're getting at.
The one,
Yeah.
the one that didn't follow by the nene.
Had she not had some pantyhose underneath, that full frontal.
Oh, what happened? Oh, I missed that part.
Oh yeah.
Boy, the
Man.
cameras have been great here for the WWE. Even last night for Raw, we got to see all the lower intestine of Rhea at some point. So
Vince will be proud.
Mhm.
yeah, Jason said he's gonna stay up and watch the women's match. He's never heard me say that in my life, and that is absolutely true. I didn't stay up and watch it because I already missed it, but I said, "Honey, sit down. I want." Oh no, that was Sunday night. I said, "Sit down here. I want to watch the women." Only because I saw the beginning of it. I knew what happened. I wanted to see the absolute beatdown. So go ahead.
Yeah. I forgot who the hell else was in the match. Roxanne was in there, and who's the other person? I can't remember.
Bailey.
Was it Roman Reigns?
Oh, it wasn't Bailey.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bailey
yeah, it
was in
was
there.
Bailey.
Yeah, it was Bailey.
Yeah. She played such a minor role.
Yeah.
And I thought, honestly, they were going to have something where Roxanne eliminates Bailey, leading to some kind of a match. Because I mean, they
already have something going on in NXT.
But that's what I was expecting them to do, is have something where Roxanne eliminates Bailey, and it leads into Roxanne getting called up to the main roster for now for a WrestleMania match with Bailey, to help showcase NXT on WrestleMania.
Right.
So, but that never happened. So I was like, oh, okay, well.
Now they got 5 or 6 weeks now. I think.
Yeah, they're focused on Roadblock right now.
Stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's true.
Roadblock,
which is what, the 11th?
Yeah, I think.
Yes. Yeah, the couple days after Revolution, which is this Sunday, by the way. Check us out on Friday. Make sure you go like and subscribe so you can follow us on Friday for Rick's Picks.
Yeah.
Sure. So Bianca wins the women's elimination chamber match. She's the number 1 contender for the women's world title. The second match, we had Scotty's girl Nia and Candice LeRae. They lose to Trish and Tiffy, and my God, this was kind of a train wreck. Trish, at the end of the match, Tiffy's trying to kick Trish off the apron because she's in her way.
Yeah. So she doesn't get stomped on, and she just misses all that.
Did they forget to tell Trish she wasn't in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Just asking. She had the big.
And listen, it's just hold all the giblets in.
Nah, I get you. You think when she pulls that thing off, everything just falls out?
Yeah,
No,
it's like
God.
2 pieces of bologna.
Just a hell of a gravity takes over, and
Oh my God.
her jelly rolls into her peanut butter.
Got peanut butter in my chocolate. Chocolate in my peanut butter.
Hey, listen.
That's Scotty's
two
favorite
great taste, buddy. 2 great taste.
Anyway, we knew Trish wasn't losing at home.
Nope.
5 windows, too many. 4 windows, perfect. Go ahead.
I can't get that bitch of bologna.
This is why WWE will never air podcast clips
Yeah.
on their shares for surprise reactions. Anyway, we knew Trish wasn't losing in her home province, country, whatever.
Trish never loses.
Yeah.
So her third match, we get the unsanctioned KO versus Sami Zayn, and they beat the absolute hell out of each other. They had a supposed non-gimmicked barbed wire chair that KO got dropped toe hold on his
With
face.
not a barb on it.
He sold the shit out of that too. That was really good.
Here's what did piss me off about this match. I forgot his name, the tan referee, the extremely tan referee.
Yes.
He already has gloves on like somebody's gonna bleed at the
Yeah.
start of the match.
Yeah,
And
well,
nobody bled.
maybe he had COVID or something because no one bled.
Yeah.
There wasn't any toilet paper left in the bathroom. He had some on him.
It could have been. Maybe he was counting money before he got in the ring.
I don't know.
Wait,
So,
how was Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? Maybe it was
Oh,
time for
maybe
the
they need.
checkup.
Yeah, maybe they need to fuck. Maybe they need to check prostate.
if the glove don't fit, you're all full of shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hold this chair and cough.
KO wins the match. At the end of the match, he is looking to inflict more damage on Sammy. He goes to pull up the mat on the outside, and as he's getting ready to package
And-
pile driver
Can
Sammy
we get
on
back
the
a
mat,
second?
we get the return of Randy Orton. What's up?
Can we talk about that stiff shot with the hockey stick? The
Oh,
first
yeah.
one, the first one was okay. The second one was stiff,
Yeah.
and he rolled.
That was right at the beginning of the match too.
Yeah. The first one was gimmicked. The second one, he hit him full on, and he's
Yeah,
like,
right
"Nope,
in
no
the
more,"
gut.
and he rolled right out of the ring.
Yeah, he got out of there real quick. Knocked the giblets out of him too. So we get the return of Orton. He comes out. He RKO's KO. He's getting ready to give him the punt kick. The crowd is going crazy. The camera angle was phenomenal, and all of security comes in to stop Orton. KO rolls out of the ring, and then it was an RKO party on all the local talent.
Randy
Yeah.
Orton KO WrestleMania.
Yep.
Oh yeah. And as we predicted, I believe Sammy's probably going to end up on the shelf for a while.
For a little bit.
Then we get to our main event of the night, the men's elimination chamber. Your boy Drew, he was out very quickly. How about Logan Paul coming down to the ring in Canada with the American flag? He got booed out of the building.
As well he should.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. Freaking genius.
Yeah. He's a heat
That
magnet.
guy ain't been in the business but a freaking cup of coffee, and he's got more brains than most of the talent there.
I know you say that, but he has been drawing heat since way before
I love
wrestling.
it. I love it though.
Mhm.
But I'm just saying, like most of these guys, even in the indies, should look at him and take some shit from him because he's very talented. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to get heat and get in people's heads, and he's doing a great job with it.
Yeah.
He should have
I'm a fan.
He should have had Shawn Michaels accompany him in a Hitman jacket.
Or came out holding hands with Goldberg.
No,
Are
they're
you
trying
trying
to
to overshadow Cena? What?
no, yeah, right. Let's not overbook it. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they want people to watch Roadblock. You know, the Canadians are pissed off right now. We don't want them boycotting NXT.
Okay, so once Priest is eliminated, he hits a Claymore on, or not Priest, McIntyre. He hits a Claymore on Priest, knocking him out. Logan Paul gives him a frog splash off the top of the pod. Priest is gone. Logan Paul, where did he get beat by a GTS?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
got put to sleep. He's gone. Rollins, he ends up eating a FU.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call it the FU again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
not the attitude
Amen.
adjustment.
Give it
And
up
then-
give it up for CM Punk.
Yeah.
Great showing.
Oh my
Great
God!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He didn't get
Oh
hurt.
yeah.
Love
Yes.
Punk, hate Phil Brooks.
Yeah.
Been saying that for years.
Yeah. He's he's awesome. He was awesome. Yeah, he was awesome.
So we get down to Cena and Pepsi Phil. He kicks Cena away from him, trying to give him the STF, and then right as he's tangled the ropes, as Rollins is exiting the chamber, he gets stomped.
Hell of a
and then-
stop too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we get Cena immediately, without hesitation, runs over, grabs Cena, pulls him in the middle of the ring. STF. We knew Punk wasn't going to tap. He passes out, and Cena will face Cody at WrestleMania.
I'm not sure any other elimination chamber moving forward is going to beat this one. I mean, last year we had AJ Styles show up and get rid of Randy Orton, like just from nowhere. He flew all the way across the world. What an elimination chamber in
No, it
Saudi
was LA
Arabia?
Knight. It was LA Knight. No, it was in Australia.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Australia.
Because remember,
So-
our truth was in Austria.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there's just so much. Elimination Chamber always has stories rolling out of it, right?
Yeah.
There's always angles going. Anybody can go anywhere, and that's what Elimination Chamber does. And I mean, at any point, any of these guys, and we said this earlier last week, that any point, any of these guys, they all have problems with each other. It can go any way. Punk has a problem with everybody. Seth Rollins has a problem. Drew definitely has a problem with everybody, and well, nobody likes Logan Paul, so and nobody had a problem with Cena. Not one person. Not
Until
one
the end of the
person.
night.
Yeah, not to the end of the night.
Can we talk about one other thing that WWE is doing absolutely amazing with right now? For a while they've had cameras in the pods and stuff like that, and the camera, you got their mics so you can hear what the guys are saying. And there have been some good stuff that have come out of those over the past few years. But for me personally, if you go back and you look at their Instagram or their Twitter or whatever, the videos they've got up right now from the inside of the pods, this time I think was some of the best stuff, the best mic stuff that they've got. Everything, and again, you don't see it while the match is happening because you're focused on the match. But when you see this stuff afterward, it just because you remember the points, like the one with I can't remember who it was. I think it was you have Seth slamming Drew into Punk's pod, and Punk's like more, harder, harder.
yeah.
Like and you see that, but then you see the inside camera and you hear Punk yelling, and oh my gosh,
You see the light fall.
Yeah, whose light kept falling? Was it Punk's
Seeing-
light?
Seeing Punk's.
Kept trying to put it back up.
Yeah, that was hysterical. You even hear in the background there was a video angle. It's not on the WWE thing, but I saw it online where it's a video angle from the crowd of him doing that, and the crowd is saying, "Put it back, put it back." Like again, like they've
When
done
he got
this
it back up, they cheered.
Yeah, they got that. They cheered, and Punk did this. Like again, the stuff from the inside of the pod. Again, it's had its moments over the last years, but to me, this time around was some of the best stuff. Like because there was one compilation they did. They switched between Priest and Paul and Punk, and like it was almost like they were having a conversation with each other. None of them could hear each other, but they were saying stuff, and then they edited together to make it sound like they were kind of talking to each other. It was funny. So
AK is in the chat. He says, "Great match, excellent storytelling, leaves the door open for a lot."
Yep.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I also loved the angle of when Cena had Punk in the STF and Rollins is standing outside the chamber screaming, "Die!"
Yes.
Yeah. Also says very unpredictable, and that is honestly we need a pay-per-view called Unpredictable because ever since Triple H comes now, so Fightful Select used to be like the go-to, right? To get the rundown or the scoops and all that stuff. And somebody inside the WWE would turn the run sheet, give the run sheet to Fightful, and Fightful would put up the run sheet. And now there's the internal run sheets. Nothing's real. It's all fake now. It's all for gays. They just put out whatever. It hits the internet, and that's what we think. Oh yeah, well, Cody's thing's going to be at midway. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Right? They laid out the whole elimination chamber, and it never happened that way. So they are leaking things when you almost have to say when they say something, don't even expect it.
Yeah.
Randy, when they said, "Oh, Randy Orton's not," when you said the other day, Randy Orton's not expected back till blah blah blah. I was like, bullshit. And then that was Saturday morning. Somebody tweeted, "Oh, just ran into Randy Orton, blah, blah, blah."
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like Scotty saying
I
that
went back
Roman
and
Reigns is
changed
going to
my
win the
answer.
chamber.
I went back in and changed my answer to yes.
Yeah, I missed that. I was asleep.
So, because I originally put no. But yes, they are so unpredictable now, which makes our prediction challenge even more exciting and fun. So if you're not doing a prediction challenge, by the way, what is your problem? What is your problem? Get on it right now. Patreon, $5 a month. You get your predictions challenge. You get content that only you can see. You paid members can see. We have hard way wrestling cards that are, I promise you, Ricky has got 2 of them right now. The third one is in the making. Yeah, he's got them. I know some of you guys haven't got yours yet, but I just haven't seen you. So, but there's a third one coming. A fourth one is being made. The third one's being made now. The fourth was in the process. I will give away the June one. Will be exclusive to the toy show. Will be exclusive to the toy show, and Hardway Wrestling members. So you're gonna want to get that. Might be a dead giveaway if I say exclusive to the toy show. But yes, you guys are gonna want to get that. So it's $5 a month. You can't beat it. Go to the link in our bio and just join today. Join today. Do you know who's winning? Who's winning so far? Suze. Suze is winning. Do you know who's dead last? Rob. Rob is dead last. Rob got 2 points.
I was so mad. Last time I listened to Rick's picks.
Rob picked.
Well, if you would have listened to my picks, you would have had a perfect card, except for the radio.
Rob
Except you changed 5 of them.
So Rob picked Hulk Hogan. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Rob's picking. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Somebody told me Roman Reigns was going to win. That's who I picked.
Listen. I get it.
Well.
I get it. It's tough not to pick. It's not to pick the. Oh, it's. I forgot it.
All right. Well, we already got into the finale of Elimination Chamber. Any final thoughts on that? With the whole Cena.
Excited about Friday.
Yeah. I cannot.
Yeah.
What's he gonna wear?
Okay. So again, take read information on the internet with a grain of salt. But from what I read, Cena apparently had to go back to finish filming whatever the hell he's filming, and he's not supposed to be back until I want to say 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
When they're in Belgium.
So we'll see him on Friday. He is doing he's
Have
doing
amazing waffles.
over 30 events. He's slated for over 30 events, and a lot of them are European. So where's Belgium? Not just the Waffle House.
Like in 2 weeks, I think.
So anyway,
All
we're somebody got some explaining to do. So yeah, SmackDown's gonna be really good.
So we get into Monday Night Raw from Buffalo, just on the other side of Niagara Falls. They all came back one by one in a barrel.
They floated right down the Niagara.
You know what would have been even better? Hold on, let's backtrack to Elimination Chamber for Logan Paul, since he's the Heat man. He's the new Heat miser. So I made the.
Let me pause you real quick. Did you see any of the Usos?
No.
Oh,
Okay. Did you see Tama Tonga?
No.
Did you see Tangaloa?
no.
We haven't seen him in a
Did
long
you
while.
see Jacob Fatu?
No.
No.
Not
Nope.
allowed in Canada. Go ahead.
So getting back to when I said Logan Paul should have came out with Shawn Michaels in a Hitman jacket, I got one better for you. He should have came out with Donald Trump
That was-
waving the
That was
American flag.
Oh, they would have got ate up in that building.
they probably rioted. You know, when Roman puts up the one finger, it's only because he's the only one that's allowed in Canada.
That is
What
true.
did the whole family do to get kicked out of Canada? I want to know. They
What did
somebody's
they do?
maple syrup?
What happens on the Isle of Samoa stays on the Isle of Samoa.
Yeah, they were a little too oozy to go over there. DUIs, jail
Got the
time.
death party treatment.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So we get into the opening of Raw, and CM Punk comes out with his State of the Union address, and by God, did he go absolutely
He
nuts.
delivered.
It was a phenomenal promo. He calls Cena and Cena and The Rock two bald frauds.
Yep. I went. Okay, I kid you not. After Raw went off the air, it's like 10:30 at night. I went back and checked to see if the replay, because I don't know. I usually just watch Raw and that's it. I went back to check to see if the replay was available right away, which it was. I went and watched that promo back 2 more times after that whole, because I was like, I've got to see this thing.
Is that
Like,
one of his best promos?
Oh my
That
god, yeah.
that's like
Pretty good.
yeah. It was honestly like second best promo to the pipe bomb in my view.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Like so, yeah, amazing.
And then Scotty pulled his pants up and went to bed.
Yeah.
So
Well, he had to wipe the TV off first.
Rob, did you get a chance? Rob, did you get a chance to watch Raw?
Yes, I did.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
so he calls out Becky Lynch and tells him to come get her man.
Go get your man.
He says that all the Make-A-Wish stuff that he fed those kids was a bunch of bullshit and lies. I mean, this was a top tier promo.
No one was
CM Punk, the new Make-A-Wish guy.
Yeah.
And then right when he calls out Seth Rollins, Rollins' music hits, and the melee ensued all over the freaking building. Not just then, but later on in the night. Boy, did they ever. Then we get a.
There was a
backstage-
lot of this all night long with the everyone was fighting, but there was only a couple matches, but it was just everyone fighting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we get Finn Balor backstage with Carlito and Dominic saying how they got embarrassed by Braun Breaker, and he's going to deal with Breaker later in the night. Then we got Tozawa trying to kiss Maxine Dupree, who gives a shit. And we finally get to our first match of the night. Gunther coming out and taking on Otis. Gunther's
Otis.
still doing amazing work. Otis gave him a battle.
Yeah.
Otis gave him a battle, but Gunther ends up.
It was a good match.
Gunther
Yeah.
ends up beating him. Otis did all the work in that power bomb.
Oh yeah.
That ended up being a complete jackknife.
Yeah, he barely got him up. Yeah.
Yeah, so after the match, Gunther continued to attack Otis and Tozawa, and then Jey Uso comes down to make the save. And then we get 8-Town Down Under sneaks in, and he beats the shit out
Sneaky
of them.
bastards.
And then Gunther sneaks up behind him and puts Jay in the sleeper hold and puts him to sleep.
And let's hope he stays asleep and doesn't go to WrestleMania.
It's the same promo we get every time with Jay now. No one believes in me. Everyone is against me. You don't believe me. They don't believe me. But I got to tell myself that I'm
He's
Come
a
on.
loner, man.
Jay, man. Come on. Come on, Jay.
Yeah.
Get back in the
Oh,
barrel.
I must have missed this part with Styles
Carrying Cross.
and carrying Cross in the back. And then AJ calls out Logan Paul for next week. Then we get our Intercontinental title match for the women. Lyra Valkyria defeats Ivy Nile.
So wait a minute.
Again.
So basically, Carrying Cross is running around just starting shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like that's all he's doing. He's Mr. Sinister is basically what he's.
He's the White Rabbit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the White Rabbit. Right. He's just out there. He's like, hey, did you hear what so-and-so said about you?
The Lucha Underground reference, by the way.
I mean,
Well,
what else are they going to do with him? They done fired Bebop and Rocksteady.
is he going to be the new leader of the Wyatt Six?
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Yeah, we thought he was going to be part
What
of
does the internet say?
whatever. They said they should have fired him with Tokar and Razor. Keep Scarlet though.
So Valkyria defeats Ivy Nile, retains her women's Intercontinental Championship. Then we go backstage for more Punk and Rollins
Were you
fighting.
disappointed? I was disappointed Ivy Nile didn't win.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
but then not really.
Yeah.
I really wanted her to win.
I mean, because they keep talking about how freaking Chad Gable, who we'll get to a little later in the night, he's tasked them with winning titles, and she didn't win. And it's like, okay, well, it's up to freaking what's their names? The Creeds.
Yeah,
The Creeds to win the tag team titles. So, but we'll see how that goes later.
So we get the
A2.
backstage melee with Punk and Rollins. Rollins Pierce finally separates them and books a steel cage match for next week in Madison Square Garden on Raw. Then we get a Penta and Ludwig Kaiser brawl after Kaiser has his promo. Didn't really give a shit about that. I was kind of hoping Ray Phoenix would come out, but I guess too soon.
Yeah. I don't know when he's coming. Mania, maybe. Who knows?
Then we get the
Probably
vignette
Monday after Mania.
Then we get the vignette with Chad Gable in search of the arts of being a lucha libre, and
He's going to be the new Ray Phoenix.
I guess $500 Mexican to
Swerve.
wherever the hell, and gets a box with a light coming out of it. I guess Old Faithful was in there. It's probably a luchador mask.
What T-Bone, what was in the box?
Was it a box? Mascara's mask.
Who?
Mil Mascara's. His mask.
Mil Mascara?
Yeah, I can't say it right. I'm fucking teeth.
Someone with mascara. Fuck you. Anyway.
Yeah. You know,
Scotty, whose masquerade was in
you
the
know
box?
who I meant.
You gotta make it. We need a
Bill
t-shirt.
Maher.
of that.
What's in the box?
What's in the
A
box?
head.
Al Snow.
All right.
I wasn't even thinking him. I was thinking 7, but yeah, okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with
What's in the box? What's in the box?
Yeah.
I got 2 guesses.
Okay, Ricky was in the box.
I think it's a
helicopter.
I think it's a luchador mask.
That one. Get a box.
Oh, you're such a mother lover.
Go ahead there, Frosty. What's in the box?
So I got 2. One is Prince Puma's mask.
Okay. That'd be weird.
And the second one is the Mr. USA mask that Hogan used to wear.
Okay. That wouldn't be so bad. I think he wore that one.
It's Monica Dela Cross's mask.
It better not be. It better. That's not, I see it.
You didn't hear it when he opened up the flap? It was like, ugh.
He said, I'm free. Micah says Roman Spider.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Rowan Spider. Damien said a dick. Another guy said dick in the box.
It's Jake the Snake.
Another guy said El Torito. I don't even know who El Torito is.
The little bull.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Woggle.
Hey, it's me.
That's a good one. Okay.
All right, moving on. We got the War Raiders beat the Creed Brothers to retain the World Tag Titles. So no gold for
American Made.
That's the Alpha Academy.
American Made.
Then we get after that we get a vignette with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee challenging the New Day to a no DQ tornado tag next week on Raw. Don't care.
It said New Day sucks in Spanish, I think.
Yes.
See.
See.
Marvin, yes, someone already said not a custom, but somebody already said the lucha mask.
Yeah.
Maybe Ray. Maybe it's Ray. Maybe Ray comes back as a heel. Maybe not come back, but maybe Ray shows
Ray
up.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
Never know.
Or Ray Liotta. He's dead, but whatever.
If we get Balor, Dominic, Mysterio, and Carlito attacking Braun Breaker, Braun fights them off, and he kicks Finn's ass. Braun slammed Finn and went for a spear, and then Finn escaped. And then Braun took out Carlito with the spear. So it looks like we got a program with.
Not cool.
No, it's not cool.
Not cool, man.
Not at all.
So it looks like Balor and Braun are going to be starting the program. Then we get the main event for the night, the Women's World Championship match, Io and Rhea Ripley with Bianca Belair on the outside. This match didn't start off all that great, but
did you guys realize that they were changing belts? They were going to switch this belt.
No,
they built this. They really built this up. You know how they do those packages and stuff. They really built this up, and I was like, man, they are gonna take this fucking belt off of her, and they
Yeah,
did.
but they had that the slight interference where Bianca nearly ripped her top off of her on the outside.
Yeah,
So
I mean, yeah.
I think it's gonna be a triple threat. Eventually, Rhea's gonna.
I don't know
get
what you're so
herself
excited about.
Rhea's gonna get herself inserted into this Mania match because you can't have Mania without Mommy.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, I feel like Io is gonna be the transitional champion,
I hope
but
not,
but I
but I had
but I,
that feeling too.
but I believe Bianca. This story with Bianca is not over yet. This story with Bianca is not, and Jade is not over yet. I believe Bianca is behind all this. I really do. I think she was upset that her friend, her partner, was getting her
Destroyed.
just her getting
He was locked in a
getting her
pod.
labia kicked in. I'm pretty sure she's upset over that, but
It was Rikishi.
I did it for Bianca. I think that Bianca is behind this whole thing. And it'll play out here in the next couple of weeks, and then I think Jade cost Bianca the title.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
And
Yeah,
then we
I
get
hope-
Brandy
I
Rhodes
agree
and
with you,
Jade
Cross.
Cargill.
I hope they didn't give Io the Hikaru Shida treatment.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, will this be the 5th time? Did I see that her stat that she held the world championship 4 times?
Who, Shida
No,
or Sky?
Sky.
She had the NXT title. I can't remember if it was once or twice. She had the WWE Women's title last year, lost it at Mania, and then she just won the Women's World title.
Well, it was a good final series. She hit Dakota Kai's corner kick. She did
Yeah.
Kairi Sane's elbow. She did
Insane
the
elbow.
Oscar lock. I mean,
Yeah.
and she hit her with the what's the
Over the moonsault twice.
Yeah,
You hit her with
Really?
Tiffy's prettiest moonsault. Yeah.
yeah, really. Yeah, she definitely stole that from Tiffany.
Mhm.
It was a great match. It really was a great match. I could have done without the shit with Bianca. And then I give it up for the women referee who actually took control.
Yeah, she
AEW, why don't you send Rick Knox over to talk to the women referees at WWE because they do not take any bullshit off of anybody. She goes, "We ain't doing this. Get back in the ring." But didn't throw Bianca out, which I thought she was going.
Yeah.
This is the second Raw, by the way, where the women have been the main event.
Yeah.
And they were both good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, squeaky wheel gets the grease. We did hear that they were upset here for a bit. So,
And and me love Io a long time. And after that match was over, I pulled my pants up and I went to bed.
yeah, you love yourself some Io. So, Io Shirai. She'll always be Io Shirai. She'll always be Io Shirai to me. That's it. That was Raw.
Uncut,
Awesome.
uncolored.
Yeah, not a bad weekend of wrestling. So we have AEW Go Home Show Dynamite tomorrow night. We will discuss that on Friday, right before we do our Rick's picks for Revolution. Now, gentlemen, are we excited about Revolution?
The card looks good, but
It does look good, doesn't it?
it does look pretty good.
It looks like a Dynamite.
Yeah.
There's one match that doesn't look good.
Mercedes.
Well, okay, 2 matches. I didn't look at
Listen,
the
I
card.
knew that match.
Is Jericho on the card?
I think I saw him on the card.
He's on the cruise.
Bandito, right? Is he with Bandito?
Yeah, I
he's
think
doing
he is.
he's doing the Bandito. Hopefully Bandito can stay unconcussed for this. But we'll go over that on Friday.
I'm hoping during the Mercedes versus what is it, Anamana Pio,
Uma Thurman.
that we get a run in from the Harley Cameron puppet.
Yes. Not a run in, a float in. It'd be a float.
Yeah.
Camera angles, boys.
If they ever come out with that puppet, I'm buying it. I'm definitely buying it. Actually, I just want to buy a puppet. I need a cross puppet. That's what I need. I'm getting a cross puppet. Anybody out there that knows how to make puppets, they want to make a Jonathan Cross puppet, I need something else for my gimmick.
I got a
Better be
feeling
quick.
people might
Eat
make cross
that.
voodoo dolls.
That's
You
that's
might
what
have to-
that's what Vanish Hall felt like. It didn't feel
I
like
almost did that
a lot
once.
of love.
You
I
might
didn't
have
feel a
to
lot of
get
love.
in touch with a puppet master. That never ends well.
No.
Terrible movie. 1, 2, and 3. Terrible movies. Terrible.
It's so terrible they made 3.
Anyway, that's going to do it here for Highway Wrestling. We got a lot of stuff coming up this week. There's a card break that's going to drop if it hasn't already dropped yet. I can't remember what's dropped and what's not dropped. There's our power rankings for the men. I believe that comes out maybe tomorrow or Thursday.
It is tomorrow.
I don't even know. It's scheduled. And there's some other stuff scheduled in there. Real quick. Yesterday was our 2-year
I was just
anniversary.
getting ready to get there if you didn't
Happy
give it there.
anniversary.
I didn't want to start
Wow.
out with it because last year I started out with our 1-year anniversary, and we were at we were at 600 and whatever subs at the time. So, but we are 2-year anniversary, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Ricky.
Yesterday was also my son's 11th birthday.
Yeah,
There you go.
Happy birthday.
I
Happy
like
birthday.
it corresponds with your kid's birthday. We don't give a shit about your kid's birthday, by the way. We only care about
Fuck them kids.
your kids. So, but anyway, it started 2 years ago. For those who are new, who don't know, I put up a little video of what our videos kind of looked like. They were fucking
Yeah, we were terrible.
terrible.
They're all terrible in the beginning.
Terrible now, I think, but they look a little bit more professional. So started out with Wyatt and Scotty and myself, and then we added Ricky, and then it became way too fucking many windows, and and Wyatt kind of dropped off with his stuff going on, and then it was just Scotty and Ricky and I for a while, and then we added Austin was in for a bit and did 6 months with us, and then he got out of Hardway jail. And then we added T-Bone, who's been around a little while now. T-Bone Jones. Check him out on his YouTube page. Go make sure you like and subscribe. And then unsubscribe and then subscribe again because Rob has been around for on and off for 2 years. He comes in, comes out. I'm looking to do something a little bit more with Rob because he's
I'm the Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Can you go to Canada?
Yeah.
Okay. You and Shorzy.
I can drive a truck, man. I guess I can go to Canada.
He drive a truck, but he could barely walk up his own steps the other night. He yelled at
Oh,
He felt
somebody threw an extra step in there.
Your feet are hair. Your right foot's hair, and your other one.
Right. Yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, I did a Scotty. I ate that pizza on the way home.
You what? I wait till I get home before I eat again.
Would you please
told me that one
elaborate
time.
the pizza that we had?
Huh?
The bacon cheeseburger pizza that we had that was delicious.
Oh, that was fucking good.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Yep, I made it on the Domino's app.
Oh, we're gonna ruin my diet.
I don't think any diets were available that night.
Yeah. So anyway, Rob's in and out over the last couple years, though, so we appreciate you too. But honestly, couldn't do it without any of you guys. I mean, honestly, I could, but why would I? So
It wouldn't be quite as entertaining.
it probably wouldn't. 'Cause
One
you
is
can
the
only-
loneliest number.
Yeah, you can only laugh at yourself so many times, and I do. But I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you guys out there too. All of our followers and listeners, and people who
All of our hard-ons.
Yep.
Some of you have been here since the beginning. Our little hard-ons. Some of you guys have been here since the beginning. Not only follow us at Highway, you come support some of our independent wrestling, my independent wrestling. Frosty hasn't done any independent wrestling, but he does do the music stuff now, or did. Then maybe T-Bone Jones learns how to count to 3. People will support him. So, but again, thank you guys so much for being here with us. And here's to another year. We'll get her done. Big things to come for Hardway, hopefully, unless I get bored with it and decide to go back to doing my movie reviews.
And they're all pornos.
Well, of course they are. Of course they are. Of course they are. You know how
See how
many
she
cameras
flipped
I've
over that
had to
guitar?
replace?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.